This kitchen belongs to one of my dear friends. He's an amazing baker, like from scratch croissants, looking up the trending dessert from the best restaurant and making it for you for your birthday, that level of baker. But what he isn't amazing at is letting things go. Hi, I'm Jenny. And on this channel, I share real life organizing, gentle decluttering, and reflections on how our physical spaces are connected to how we feel inside. Whether it's a messy kitchen or emotional clutter, I believe simplifying with compassion can change how we show up in our lives. And this kitchen, it needed some love. Like a lot of people who love food and cooking, my friend has gathered a lot of tools, ingredients, and supplies over the years. But when you don't take time to reset the space, that abundance becomes chaos. And more importantly, when you don't believe that you deserve ease or clarity, you can end up holding on to things you don't even use. Expired spices, broken tools, multiple open bags of flour. You know what I mean. The first step was to take everything out of the cabinets and see what we were actually working with. Rule number 1, you can't organize clutter. You have to clear before you can create. As I emptied things, I started noticing patterns. So many duplicates, like 6 bottles of vanilla extract, a dozen bags of dried beans, and 3 open bottles of some spice I've never even heard of, all half used. We also found some food that had expired years ago. And yeah, there were bugs in some of the older flours and grains, but that's totally normal in a space that hasn't been reset in a while. But it's a good reminder, even ingredients that you're using often have a shelf life. What I want to say here is this isn't about shame. My friend isn't lazy or messy. He's thoughtful, generous, and deeply talented in the kitchen. But like a lot of people, he struggles to buy nice things for himself. He'll use the same cracked spatula for years rather than replace it. And he keeps everything just in case. Clutter often tells the story of scarcity. If you grew up without a lot, or you've been through hard seasons, you learn to keep everything because you don't trust that you'll be able to replace it later. Or sometimes it's a self-worth thing. If you don't believe you deserve an organized space, or high-quality tools, or a kitchen that's actually enjoyable to use, you'll keep living in the overwhelm. According to clutter and hoarding researchers, people with low self-esteem often attach emotional meaning to items and delay decisions out of fear. That could show up in your kitchen in the form of 40 nearly empty spice jars, or unopened jars of something expensive that you really wanted to use but just are never finding the time to. I started grouping everything by category: spices, baking supplies, oils and vinegars, grains, baking tools, cooking tools, and duplicates. This isn't just about putting things in cute bins, it's about creating a system where he knows what he has and he can clearly see and access it easily. That's what makes cooking feel joyful again. Now that we knew what was staying, I cleaned out every shelf and I started rebuilding. Things he uses every day got prime real estate, at eye level or in the front of the cabinet, easy to grab. Lesser used kitchen appliances went higher up, and duplicate spices got consolidated or tossed. He didn't need new cabinets or even fancy storage bins. He needed a system that worked for how he actually cooks and bakes, and permission to let go of what no longer serves him. Here's the final result. The cabinets are clearer, the ingredients are fresh, the space is breathing again. And while it may not be Pinterest worthy, it is realistic for where he is at in his journey with scarcity and self-worth. But most importantly, he feels more grounded in it. He told me it already feels easier to step into his space and just start baking. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by your own kitchen, know this. You don't need more storage. You probably just need less stuff and a little self-compassion. You deserve a space that supports you. Let it be easier. Thanks for coming along on this kitchen reset. If you liked this, please hit subscribe and stay tuned. There's more decluttering magic coming soon.